Welcome back for day 12. Today's intention is self-worth. So just by showing up here, you're already showing that to yourself. But I think it's important to remember that in those times when you're looking for someone or something to change your life, that person is you. By showing up, by practicing, by being mindful, you're already doing that. So I think yoga is a great tool, a great way to really show ourselves that we are enough, that we are worthy, and to tune into the body and get out of the thinking mind for a little while and allowing yourself this time every day or whenever you choose to practice is showing that you care for yourself and your body and your mind. So with that, we will bring our intention to the mat. Welcome back, everybody, for day 12. We'll meet today lying down with the knees up in that relaxed posture of letting the knees lean into each other. You can spread the feet out kind of wide, kind of spread out toward the edges of the yoga mat. And maybe today you put one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly, maybe both hands on your belly. Just figure out what feels good. Feels good for you. Start to lengthen the inhale. Slow things down. Start to check out of the thinking mind. Whatever stuff, whatever's up there spinning around on your to-do list, see if you can just put that away for a little while. Focus on your body. Check in and see, where am I holding on to tension today? Maybe your shoulders are scrunched up. Can you bring them down and flatten them on the yoga mat a little more? Can you start to slow down the inhales and exhales a little more? Let everything get heavy. It can be helpful sometimes to repeat a mantra. So, for example, for today, for our intention of our self-worth, maybe you repeat to yourself, I am enough, or I am worthy. And you don't have to do it out loud. I mean, you can for sure, but it can feel weird to say things out loud to yourself over and over again. Maybe you repeat that mantra in your head. Maybe that's what you come back to in those times where there's some discomfort or where you feel your mind is getting busy again. You come back to that mantra of I am enough and repeat that to yourself. Just little tips and tools. So we're going to come right into a figure 4 here. So if you're familiar, you're going to cross that right ankle, starting on that right side, cross that right ankle over the left knee, and maybe play with how that feels. We did this a little bit on the wall the other day, if you are following along with the practices, but push that knee away and just see how that feels in the hip. Maybe rotate the ankle, flex the toes. Just waking up that hip flexor a little bit. And then you'll interlace the hands behind the thigh, and using that right elbow, you're going to push that right knee away as you pull the left thigh in toward you. So big deep stretch in the right hip flexor here. Similar to the kind of stretch that we get in pigeon. This is a nice alternative if pigeon is not something that feels good to you. This is a nice alternative to take when we do go to pigeon in practice. And if it feels good to you, you can kick that left leg all the way up and extend that foot toward the ceiling, which can feel really good, just reversing all that blood flow. sticking with that nice deep inhale and exhale. And as you're exhaling, can you push that right knee any further away? Or can you pull that left thigh in a little further? And give it 2 more really big, deep, long inhales and exhales here. And when you're complete, if you did extend that leg up toward the ceiling, you can lower it and bring that left foot all the way down to the floor. Right foot comes down to meet it, and we're switching sides. Maybe take a little back and forth windshield wiper here. So a little bit of the back and forth of the knees to one side to the other. And then you're going to take that left ankle, cross it over the right knee, interlace the hands behind the right thigh, and push that left knee away. And you can take that little test step first if you're not sure how this is going to feel for you. Then sit with it for a few moments and push that left knee away with your hand and just feel how tight you are in that hip flexor. You can go right into it if you know it's going to feel good to you. This is a great time to really focus on that really deep inhale. Maybe hold it at the top. See if you can take in a little bit more. And then as you exhale, you're going to try to push that left knee away a little further. Pull that right knee in a little further. And maybe you kick that right leg up. Reversing that blood flow. And try to really check out of the thinking mind. Maybe go back to that mantra of I am enough. I am worthy. 2 more big inhales. 2 more big exhales here. Make them count. And then exhale, we'll let that right foot come all the way down to the floor. Left foot comes down to meet it. We're going to take a little bit of a twist here, a little different than we did in the last practice. So you're going to cross the right leg over the left leg as if you are sitting in a chair. And the arms can come down by the sides. Make any little adjustments you need to make sure that you're nice and straight on your mat. And then you're letting that left knee fall down toward the right side. It's going to feel a little weird. Try to settle into it. And then you can let the gaze go to the left if it feels okay. And again, this is where the breath is really important. So really tune in with that really big, deep inhale, really long exhale. And as you exhale, can you let that left knee come down a little further toward the floor? One more really big inhale. One more really big exhale. And then inhale, bring the knees all the way back up to center. Uncross the legs and give yourself that little adjustment if you need to just straighten yourself out. And then we're switching sides, crossing that left leg over the right. And this time you're going to let the knees fall all the way down toward the left. And gaze can go to the right if that feels okay. And you might have to make some little adjustments to just get comfortable. So do that. Make all the little adjustments that you need to just be able to settle in here. And use As a tool, can you let that knee come down a little further toward the floor? One more big inhale. One more big exhale. Bring everything back up to center. Bring the knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe repeat that mantra to yourself again. I am enough. I am. And we're going to roll up, but we're going to try something a little new today. So we're coming into boat pose. So if you're familiar, we're setting up for boat pose. So start seated here and adjust the sits bone so that it feels like you're nice and flat here on the yoga mat. You don't want to be rolling back onto the tailbone. And then make sure that your feet are nice and flat here. Spine is straight, shoulders are down and back. So make all these little adjustments. Find your alignment first. And then you're going to just walk the feet back, maybe come up onto the tiptoes. See how that feels. Hold your balance. So we'll take this in steps. Give yourself a couple breaths here. Maybe you play with lifting one leg. Maybe try the other. Maybe try both. Keeping your posture, keeping your alignment. And you can extend the arms here if you want to add to this a little, really using your core. 2 more breaths. And then exhale, you can grab behind the thighs, let everything come down. And then maybe bring the knees in again. Give yourself a big squeeze. We're not done. We're coming back to it. So when you're ready, plant the feet again. We're going to build up some strength doing this. So again, play with where do you feel like you're getting a little bit of a stretch and a little bit of a challenge, but not to the point of pain. It's okay if you get that shake, that burn. That's good. That's what you want. So don't make it too easy for yourself, but not so challenging that you're going to be really uncomfortable later today or tomorrow. So find your edge. So again, lifting the legs. Maybe you try one first and then the other. Maybe you add in the arms. Maybe you want to take it a step further now. And in my kids' classes, we call this rowing the boat. Bring your palms to a namaste. And then maybe go side to side. Sync it up with your breath. Two more. Wrap your hands around, bring the feet down. And this time we are going to come all the way back into an extended child's pose. Just balance that out a little. Give yourself a little counter stretch here. And really sink in. Let the tailbone come all the way down toward your feet. And really reach here with the fingertips up toward the top of the yoga mat as you let that tailbone come all the way down. Get really heavy. Two more big breaths. And then we're going to come up onto hands and knees. So tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Come right into your cat-cows here. So inhale, drop the belly. Chin comes up, tailbone comes up. Exhale, round it out. Inhale, drop the belly. Chin comes up, tailbone comes up. Exhale, round it out. One more. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round it out. And this time, tuck the toes. Push all the way up into your downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. Excuse me. So to check in with your down dog, just as a reminder, you can always do a little check-in here. You can drop the knees and then drop your belly onto your thighs and straighten the legs just to make sure that you have your posture where you want it. Maybe come up onto the toes here and get a little extra stretch, an extra little bend in the toes. Now, from your down dog, we're going to get things moving. We're going to get the juices flowing a little bit because you are worthy. So we're going to kick that right leg all the way up. And then inhale, bring that right knee in to the outer edge of your right elbow. Exhale, kick it all the way back out. Inhale, bring that right knee in between the palms. Exhale, kick it out. Inhale, bring that right knee into the outer edge of your left elbow. Kick it out. One more time, same thing. Inhale, right knee, right elbow. Exhale, kick it out. Inhale, right knee in between the palms. Kick it out. Inhale, right knee, left elbow. Kick it out. And then open that hip. Kick that foot toward the opposite wall, keeping the weight evenly distributed between both palms. Don't dump all the weight onto the left. Breathe. Exhale, bring that leg down. Take a couple breaths, pedal it out. You are worthy. Taking it to the other side. Kick that left leg all the way up. And then we'll start by inhaling, bringing it in, outer edge of that left elbow. Kick it out on the exhale. Inhale, bring it in between the palms. Kick it out. Inhale, bring it into that right elbow. Kick it out. One more time. Inhale, into the left. Kick it out. Inhale, between the palms. Kick it out. Inhale, to the right. Kick it out. Open that hip. Breathe. Exhale, bring that foot down. Bring the big toes together. Knees as wide as the yoga mat. Come back into your extended child's pose. Again, giving yourself a chance to just catch your breath. Letting the tailbone sink all the way down. Letting the arms reach forward all the way toward the front of the yoga mat. Or maybe here you make a little pillow for yourself with your forearms. And rest your head. Roll from side to side. Again, coming back to our breath, back to our intention. Maybe back to that mantra, I am enough. I am worthy. And when you're ready, we'll come all the way up and meet in an easy seat to close out our practice. A shorter one today, but hopefully useful for you. So as we end tonight, I do want to do one thing a little bit different. Typically, I come to Anjali Mudra, thumbs to the heart center. But tonight, let's bring the thumbs and the pinkies together. Opening the fingers wide in a lotus mudra. And what's pretty amazing about the lotus flower is that it grows up into this beautiful flower from way down below in the mud underneath. So it's such a pretty and thoughtful representation of your inner light and how beauty can grow out of even the darkest places. So thank you for sharing your practice with me. I will see you tomorrow. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste.